Hey everyone, it's German here, and welcome to another series of Oahu through my lenses. For this video is a reflection presentation that I'll be talking about the process of developing my content, the challenges that I face, what I learned from this course, and also the strategies that I'll keep in mind if I am to create another content in the future. So for my channel, it was basically focusing on photography tutorials. My first tutorial was to teach a beginners on how to use take photos using pipeline basic camera settings. My second video was a tutorial on how to edit photos in Adobe Lightroom. So the purpose of my channel was to help beginners understand basic photography and photo editing in a simple way. When I first developed my channel, I basically focused on sharing what I already knew about photography. But then over time, I realized that making tutorial videos was not just about knowing the information, but also how to explain it clearly so that someone who is new can follow along. Um, One of the biggest changes how I organized my content was that I could simply record myself explaining on camera settings or editing photos. But as time goes on, I learned that tutorials was needed to be structured. Like for example, in my camera settings video, I needed to explain settings like the ISO, the aperture, and the shutter speed, and in a way for beginners to kind of understand. In my Lightroom editing video, I kind of needed to show the editing process, like step by step, like adjusting exposure, like what does it do to your photos and stuff like that. The most important part of developing my content was learning how to teach through video. Um, Photography can be confusing for beginners, I think, because there's just so many things to talk about using the tools. And because of that, I had to focus on making my explanations a little bit clearer. I wanted my audience to feel like they could watch the video and kind of apply it to themselves immediately and kind of follow along as well. The challenges that I faced, first one was basically explaining the technical information without making it too complicated. Like the settings can be very overwhelming, especially for me. Um, to overcome that, I tried to break down the information to smaller steps. And like instead of explaining things all at once, I kind of did it one by one, just focus on one and then move on to the next. And another second challenge was the recording itself. Um, for a photography tutorial, the audience needed to see what I'm doing. So I kind of had to use my phone to video my camera. That way they could see what I'm actually doing. I think that was the hardest part because I wanted my audience to see my camera screen, but the lighting and all that kind of blurred it out or kind of made it too bright. The third challenge was my confidence. Since I was teaching something, I kind of want to make sure the information was super accurate or helpful. It can be very intimidating to put a tutorial content online because people are trying to watch and learn from me, and I'm not perfect at all, and I know there are some things that needs to be elaborated, but I guess to overcome that, I just put in my head that I'm not that perfect, and just gonna share what I'm already know based on experience. From this course, one of the most interesting thing and helpful things that I learned is the importance of the audience. Before this course, I mostly thought about what I wanted to create, but now that I went through it and learned about the process of making it, it's about the audience. Does my content bring value to my audience? and stuff like that. I also learned how important like titles and thumbnails are. A good tutorial still needs to be easy to find, so I kind of have to create a good thumbnail so people can click on it and watch it. Um, let's see what else. Well, I do plan on creating videos in the near future because I found this I found it really fun while doing this course making content videos. So I kind of have like some stuff in mind about making some videos. Like lately, I've been collecting cards, so I kind of want to do content on opening cards and stuff like that. And the first thing, or maybe the first strategy I'll keep in mind is, improving my thumbnail, especially with like short videos. I kind of want people to see a really good thumbnail and click right through it. And another strategy is using getting more, really master like the analytics and see what I need to improve on based on the analytics. Like, do I need to improve my introductions because people are not watching my whole video, or is my video too long? This kind of stuff like that. And also is how maybe another strategy that I'll need to work on is my is it engaging, like is it fun, maybe create like some effects and stuff like that. So overall, the developing my tutorials and like photography tutorial channel helped me understand that content creation is more than just recording a video. It actually does require a lot of planning, teaching, and also doing a lot of rehearsals and editing as well. And also like just trying to understand the audience, like me as an audience, what do I want to see when I look at tutorial videos. And through this process, I learned that explaining photography in a clear way and how to organize tutorial content and how to think more strategically as a creator. This helped me see important audience engagement, analytics, and consistency. I have to be very consistent if I have to be, you know, if I want more views and stuff like that and making content. But yeah, let me know in the comments, like, what do you guys think? And also, thank you for listening to my reflection, and see you until next time. Bye.